Hey everybody, I'm Max Angor, and I haven't done this sort of thing before specifically, but I'm going to be showing off I'm going to be showing off the Hades blind mod. I'm going to do new save file. So, new save file. And I'm going to do 2 runs. I'm going to do one with sight, and I'm going to do one without sight. I'll turn off the monitors. And you'll be able to tell right away, because I'm partially sighted. I have one half of one eye. I have 2400 in my right eye, and that's it. So I can see enough, and I actually had to grab NVDA, because I actually don't use NVDA for my day-to-day, I just have everything zoomed in. But I wanted to show the Hades devs how relatively easy it would be to make Hades 2 blind accessible. So I was late to the party, and when Hades came out, it was Epic Games exclusive, and I hate Epic Games. I despise that storefront. So by the time I got to Hades, it was out of early access, and nothing could be done. Somebody else, a guy named Liren, reached out to a bunch of mod makers, and they made a blind mod, the 100th mod on the Hades Nexus. And I'm going to show it off to show the developers, like I said, what they could do, because I really want Hades 2 to be blind accessible. I really fucking do. I'm going to bug the shit out of them. Developers, you are going to hate me. You are either going to tell me, yes, we'll fucking add these options to shut you up, or you will tell me to fuck off, or you will tell me, exactly why this, that, and the other can't happen, and maybe we can work something out. My goal is to get the game blind accessible. Better than this. Better than what we've got, because it's not easy or fast, but blind people are used to things being convoluted to be able to play games. It just is what it is, but I'm hoping we can do better than that. And I really hope the devs actually watch this. So, let's get into it. I have the music turned down a little bit.
Of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Oh, it's a tale, all right. So here's what the mod actually does.
Goodbye, Father.
Really? It just pops right up. Oh, it goes right to the door. Nice.
To hell with this place.
So, okay. There's another video on YouTube that goes way more into depth, and I will link it in the description. And credit given, I believe his name is Aaron Ramirez. He and I guess the mod developer go over it, and they go into the granular. So you'll definitely want to check them out. But basically, what the mod does is I'm using an Xbox controller. You press back to go to the boon menu. You go up to show this stuff, or you go down to go to the warp menu. Oh wait. Oh, apparently you go left to go to the warp menu. I'm on a different save file, like I said. So, what the fuck? No? Huh. Well, anyway. So, to read this, I've got NVDA set up. To read this, you have to tell OCR, which is the screen capture software that is in NVDA, or something like that, to read. So you've hit either caps lock or insert R.
Recognizing. Result document.
So then you go up and down arrows.
Chamber 1. Health 50/50. Death defiances O. Obels O. Darkness O. Gemstones O. Thonic keys O. Nectar O. Diamonds O. Ambrosia O. Titan blood O.
So that's one thing. Okay, that's cool. That, shows you what you need to know. So what happens when you're in a boon situation?
Try and stop me.
So the reason that blind people love Hades so much is the audio design. In the next room, I will disable the music and turn everything else up so that you can actually hear how good the audio design is on its own. I'm sure the devs know this, but maybe thinking maybe a player doesn't know or somebody's curious about it. I know I'm going to be sending this to a couple of other devs. So I'm just kind of trying to cover all my bases.
There she is.
So, an accessibility thing that the devs of Hades probably didn't even think of is having the thing pop up right next to you.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing.
So we're gonna skip all this.
Hail, noble.
Okay, so what do you do about this? This is where OCR falls on its ass. So we go.
Already in a content recognition result.
Really?
2. Titan blood. Oh.
Oh, I see. I have to reset it. How do I reset it? Shit. I don't remember how to do that.
OBS 30. Hades. Recognizing. Result document.
Oh, there we go. I have to alt tab. Okay.
B. O. Behold, the peerless defenses of the Cray-eyed Goddess. Choose one. Divine strike. Attack is stronger and can deflect.
So it's just literally up and down.
Your attack damage. Phalanx shot. Plus 40%. Your cast damages foes in a small area and cast damage. Divine dash. Your dash deals damage and can deflect.
So as you can see, it's not really intuitive, but if you know what you're listening for, you can tell what is going to happen. Or, you can tell what you're looking for. You heard Divine Strike, you heard Phalanx Shot, you heard Divine Dash. If you know those are the boons, you know what to take.
I know you can't hear me.
And then it takes you, and then the other part of the mod zips you right to the door. And that's another issue. Blind people could not get to the door. And I forgot to turn off the music and stuff. Well, I'll do that next room. Oh, I'm not used to the enemies being that slow. I'm used to playing on hell mode. I know that's not some gloat. That's literally when I started the game. It asked if I wanted to do hell mode, and I'm like, yes. So I've only ever played it on hell mode. So here, let me fuck with the sound real quick. Alright. And I'm gonna try not to make very much noise in this next room.
Come and get it.
So as you could hear, you couldn't hear everything, but you could hear a lot of things.
Coin from the dead. Each exit has its own reward.
I wonder what happens when
Armored.
another thing comes up. But anyway, my goal, and I've said this for years, I've made videos on it, and it actually started with Hades. When I reached out to the devs on Twitter and actually got them to acknowledge me, and then say how they couldn't, they weren't going to do anything with Hades because it was already done. Fair enough. I have a place on my arm for a tattoo
Key.
for when I help a game dev company make their game blind accessible. And I want a full complex game blind accessible with no OCR, because as you heard, OCR is a pain in the ass. And I will straight up, give you guys a tattoo on my arm. Your art guy can choose all that shit. So I'm very, very committed to giving a blind game to the community because, well, not to get too serious, but I was an abused child, and the blind community writ large is the reason I turned out, or part of the reason I turned out as good as I did as a person, as a human being. And I want to thank them.
Phew.
Dio! I'm curious how it'll read epic and rare and stuff. Because either it will read epic and rare, or it won't, and you'll just have to know. Which means that, you'd have to go to the wiki all the time. Yeah! I miss having my other dash.
Had enough? That was...
Alright. So we... Alt-tab.
OBS 30.0.2. Hades.
Alt-tab.
Recognizing. Result document. O. ORQSOFD. The God of Wine and Madness has a certain sense of humor toward humankind. U. S. Choose one. Trippy shot. Cast lobs a large explosive that bursts into festive fog. Your. Cast damage. After party. 5120. Rare. Rare. If IOU is low after encounters, life threshold. Positive outlook. 400/0E. Rare. You take less damage
Okay.
WHL at 400/OV or below.
So they do show it, and as you can tell, there are issues in how it reads. OCR basically print screens, reads it off, which is fine, except when it doesn't read it off right. So we'll take we'll do damage resistance.
Leave it to the god of wine
It's
to
not an
lighten things up
important
around
thing.
here.
We're either going to die to Meg or we're going to.
I'm hurt. I can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Oh, here we go. Now I'm curious how far this mod has gone.
Damn it. I'm home.
Okay, so it doesn't allow for teleportation here.
Back already.
Nope. So you'd have to go through all these people.
You've returned.
Navigation is a bit of a bitch. There are ways and means that could be accomplished in terms of blind. It's just offering the teleportation thing. Just, list it. Hypnos, Achilles, Cerberus, Hades, the Contractor, Orpheus, Nyx, etc., etc., etc. That wouldn't be too hard. Same thing with the bedroom.
Hey, room. I'm
The
back.
Fated List of Minor Prophecies, the Mirror, Or just audio
darkness
cues.
guide
Audio
me.
cues in and of itself would be enough. And then, of course, here, you look at this. We'll look at the font here. So we go Alt-Tab,
OBS,
Alt-Tab.
Recognizing. Result document. Within the infinite dark. Shadow presence. Sonic vitality. Death defiance. Creator reflex. 10. Create death sonic vitality. Shadow presence. Within the infinite dark. Every mirror of night. Mirror of night.
Yeah, see. You to be able to read what each of these would do, you literally have
Hades.
to recognize it
Recognizing.
again and
Result
again
document.
and again.
Within the infinite dark. Shadow presence. Sonic vitality. Death defiance. Creator reflex. 10. 100. Shadow presence. Deal bonus attack and special damage when striking foes from behind. Plus 10% per rank.
See? It's not perfect, but it does work. So, we didn't really do too much. Okay, so now I'm going to try a blind play. I don't know how well we'll do. Oh,
There
God
we
in
go.
heaven.
Koranoct, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some damage.
Well, this is definitely going to be interesting.
What the?
Alright.
One more time.
Alright, so I'm going to turn off my monitor. Turn off my monitor. And we'll see what we get.
Thunder. Is that?
Ah, shit. I'm already lost. What the hell? Did that not work? Hang on.
Is this
There
really
it goes.
him?
Okay.
Okay.
Greetings there, young.
Alright. So,
OBS. Hades. Recognizing. Result document. The Lord and Master of all. Choose one. Thunder flourish. Special causes your. Special. For your weapon's unique attack. Press. Bolt damage. Electric shot. 30. Cast is a your. Cast damage. Thunder dash.
ugh, God. Alright, apparently we're doing special.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd see the day. Or night. Whenever.
Alright.
Heads up.
I'm not saying anything because I can't see anything. Oh, right. So in order to do this, we'd have to go.
OBS. Hades. Recognizing. Result document. Centaur heart. 2. 2. 2. Centaur heart Dionysus.
Ah! Okay.
Which path?
We want the heart. As you might imagine, Asphodel, not easy. There is a sub-mod in this mod that completely eliminates lava damage because they thought it was that bad. I personally don't think it's that bad. I think the devs could have added a half second of sound before you start taking burn damage, but I totally understand why they did it.
Centaur heart.
Like I said, not fun. It's not going to be a good video,
OBS 30 Hades.
but I'm hoping it'll
Recognizing.
be.
Result document. Darkness. Sonic key.
I'm hoping it will be an illuminating video.
Numbskulls.
I know I'm taking hits. They also have a sub-mod to just remove all trap damage, which makes sense.
This can unlock something back home.
Alright.
OB Hades. Recognizing.
They got
Result
me.
Athena.
No way to
Dionysus.
patch up.
Athena.
Got to keep going.
Whoops. I forgot. Watching this later is going to be fun. Because I'm also partially deaf in my left ear, so I'm not exactly accurate with my hearing as well as my eyes. Motherfucker, where are you? Motherfucker, where the hell are you? There are still issues.
You're gone. Skullomats. They absorbed my blow. Barely got through.
Look at you, Zagreus. You're barely fit to fight from all the injury that you've sustained.
Thanks.
I'll try to keep you going for as long as possible.
It doesn't matter, I'm gonna die anyway.
Oh, Hades. Recognizing. Result doc B. Oh. Blessings of the Krayite Doctor of the Kins. Choose one. Divine Strike. Attack is your. Attack damage. Bronze skin. Resist damage from. Reduce sure footing. Resist damage from traps.
Oh yeah. That's what we're taking.
The shield of light.
Hades. Recognizing. Result document. Gemstones. Darkness.
Ugh, Christ. If I were going to beat this game, I'd have to take the, I would have to take the trap and lava things at first, just to figure it out, because, yeah. There we
Each
go.
time I die like that, I come back stronger. Someone's at the desk next to the throne.
But yeah, I mean, as you can see, Blind Hades 2. What does Blind Hades 2 need? This is the summary of the whole thing. What does Blind Hades 2 need? It needs a way to display the information. The audio cues are amazing. They always have been with Supergiant games. The teleportation thing, that could be something that they could set up. It wouldn't be that hard, and you just add a hotkey for it. Open up the menu to do that. The same thing with the currency display. And then all you'd need to do is tag, either Windows screen reader or PS5 screen reader or NVDA, or there's any number of ways you can do it to read. When you press a hotkey, or maybe it just auto reads. And then, as for the traps, as for the lava and stuff, like I said, the lava. What I would do personally is I would just have it tick like a quarter or a half second before you start taking damage. That way, much like the traps, they tick before they fire. It's the same thing with the dart traps, as you were probably able to hear. Yeah, it wouldn't be impossible to make Hades blind playable. That's the part that drove me so insane. It's so close as it is, right? It is so close. Even without the blind mod, you can still do the boons, because the boons has nothing to do with the mod. The boon is literally just using OCR to read the screen. So I really hope that the devs for Hades watch this. I hope other devs watch this. It is not impossible to make your game blind playable, and if you let me help you, I will give you the skin on my arm as a tattoo in honor. You get your names on my inner arm in Braille, you get an art of your choice on my outer arm, and then the name of your game. I am that committed to making a game blind playable. I really want to give back to the community. Anyway, I hope this has all been very informative. I have been Max Angor, and I will see or hear you all next time, partially because neither of those things particularly work well with me. Have a good day, everybody.